Good evening everyone. How are you? It's hot here in the UK. Hope you're doing okay. Let's swap on over to the scene. That's cam audio, that's the wrong one. Let's do that one, desktop audio. There we go. How is everyone doing? Hope you're doing okay. Who have you got in tonight? Radio Jammer, Jeannie Torgman, enjoying the football. Saigon Paul, thank you so much for the 3 months of your support. That's absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much. We'll have you featuring in this week's Wowhead, so looking forward to that. Zanzifar's here, Vallegro's here, Rook Jackson, hope you're all doing well. Is that my hair? Yes, it's too hot to have it tied up at the moment, so it's all just flowing behind me at the moment. We're going as cool as we can, whole Nicolas Cage style, as best we can. Zorian the Priest, how are you? Good evening to you, or good day, wherever you are. How are you doing with the coffee, Saigon Paul? Hope you've got it all sorted. Commander Bond, good evening to you. Or Fabio. I know, it's horrible. Not the hair, had enough. I know, well, it's very, very hot today. I had the best of the temperature was this morning. I got up early, just because naturally cats woke me up, and it was like 5:50, I think. And from that until 9 in the morning, sat out in the garden. It was absolutely wonderful, perfect temperature, and the sun was shining, and it was brilliant. Then I went for a walk, and by the time I got back, it was hot. And then I went to the tip this afternoon, and that was 31 degrees, and it's very, very, very hot, and very uncomfortable, certainly. Put the bunny down. End of February came here asking for help with the TSM, and 5 folks gave you a ton of them, and 5 months later, so close to gold cap you can smell it. Oh, that is fantastic. I love a good success story like that, Rook. Wonderful to hear. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad to be a part of such community. It is, like you said, a wonderful community, definitely. There is a strong likeness. It's pretty windy here, so outside is really nice. Inside, not so much. Yeah, if a good breeze. Unfortunately, here I've got the windows all closed because so the sound doesn't carry. So I am on full sweltering. Poor Mr. Potatoes fans are going full tilt. We'll see how things go throughout his evening tonight. Hopefully he'll survive. I haven't listed any of my auctions on today. I did my Korthiket dailies on most characters, but I need to go through and list all my auctions on. So I'll start that whilst everyone's coming in. We'll give that a go. Let me just check if we've got enough space. Could probably do with clearing some of that meat away somewhere. Where's my guild bank? Let's pop that away into my meat storage area of the guild bank. There we go. It's not technically all meat, but it's fish as well, plus a few other random bits. But it wouldn't be my guild bank if I didn't have random bits thrown in places. There we go, let's pop that in there as well. Okay, so that's a 98 spare, that's good. Let's have a look. Let's start with listing everything on. Relist, restock, and make the gold. That's how it's working at the moment. Which way should we put that? So everyone can see it. There we go, right. Actually, no, we need to empty the mailbox first. Let's go grab that. And then we can move that over there so we can see the mailbox. Enchant ring, pack to versatility, 2,500 gold, that's good. Good start. 3,000 in the mailbox so far, 500 in the mail though, so we've got to cycle through all of this. This will take me a little while to go. There we go. Just out working in the garden, steamy. Yeah, it's definitely hot. Couldn't even play WoW today, it's too hot for you, can't concentrate. Yeah, that's the thing really, isn't it, Will? It's I was able to do my dailies earlier, well later this afternoon to be honest. But up until that point, no, I've not been on the computer at all. Mr. Potato's holding up all right. I can hear the old fan is whining away, so we'll keep on working on those funds so we can get Mr. Potato a nice heat sink to help with the CPU temperature. But for now, we're doing well. We'll just post everything on and see how things go. Pop back later, dinner, and some time is calling. Oh, hold on. I'm on mute. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I unmuted the wrong thing. I unmuted the camera, not me. There we go. Sorry about that. As way of explanation, Mrs. Samadan was popping up, so I just turned the camera off quickly, just so that she could come in, collect what she wanted. There we are. But I agree with what you're saying. Absolutely, it was the best nugget of knowledge about all my gold making methodologies in this short 30 seconds, which basically boils down to list, repost, and restock is all I do. Right, we're back in. Oh, you're a very surreal stream. Right, let's go through all of that and list on the next lot. I'll go through the expires. Hopefully get most of this listed on okay. Not sure what we're going to get total mailbox wise. When did I last list? Was it yesterday? I think it was. Yesterday afternoon. Still selling some delicious chocolate cake. Might still sell some off season. Might as well keep it on the auction house, I figured, rather than just keep it in storage. Keep a select few in rotation on the auction house. Dirty Obi, good evening to you. How are you doing? How goes your millions of gold making with the legendary market? Has it started, has it picked up yet? Now that people can get their rank 5s. Rocking the Conan look, thank you. It's too hot to have it tied up at the moment. So we're going loose tonight. Combination of Conan and Nick Cage, I think. Looted 12.6 million mailbox the other day. 2 days worth of sales. Very nice. 6 million a day is very, very nice. That's a good solid stream. At least it's coming in now. That's the main thing. I was worried that the legendary market was going to be a bit slow to pick up with the costs of everything. But it's good to see that it's healthy and people are making use of it. Finding world first races help me predict which rank 4 items might surge. That's a good point, actually. I've really been enjoying the world first race. It's been really nice watching the two teams compete, mainly sort of swapping between first position. I think that's when you get a decent competition going, when you've got more than one sort of fighting for first place. I'm not sure when it's going to finish though. Will we get as far as next reset? Will they be stuck on Sylvanas for a while? Or will it go before then, I wonder? What professions are you doing? 6 mil is insane. It's basically all the legendaries, Zorian. And Azami Kazak, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. Just going through listing my auctions on at the moment whilst everyone's coming in. Gumdrops confirmed what we speculated. The base item has all the data of the bonus IDs. Right. Okay. How does that differ? Then. What was it that you had the issue with? That's interesting. Every other craft is dead to you. I know a lot of people will focus on that, but the thing is, that's good. Because that gives people like myself the opportunity to carry on selling all our standard stuff, which is going through and ticking through at a nice rate. So it may not be the sort of like headline gold making numbers, but it does provide a steady income. So I'm already up to 717,000. So it is on the rise since my expenditure, certainly. Jack, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. Just listing my auctions on at the moment. But basically, if you want to get fancy with the layers, bonus IDs are missing the value sources. They are instead all wrapped into the base item. Okay. Right, so do you have to put your legendary items in as base items, perhaps? Okay. Or are you having to manually put your prices in? I've been resetting enchants a fair bit too. Yes, yeah, definitely. Enchants are doing very well at the moment. If I had a mind, I could restock more and sell more than I'm currently selling, but I just tend to let them trickle through in their current state. Managed to keep Sinful at 1500 all day. That's a good price for Sinful Revelation, especially the price of the Eternal Crystals at the moment. Working on strings that avoid all the crazy stuff you had to do with spreadsheets over the last 2 months. 2 of us think it is. You're not wrong, Dad. Will, definitely. You're pursuing a pure TSM operation. Okay, well, good luck with that. I hope it works out for you, certainly. Of course you can, Jack. Go ahead. Just listing everything on at the moment, and we'll get through to the meat and flesh of everything else as we go through. Bought 3,000 Eternal Crystals at 90 each and converted most of them into dust. Oh, really? My gold making is very steady at the moment. I've got a couple of legendaries on at the moment, but other than that, I mean, basically, this is from here to here is my big investment into legendaries, which didn't really pay off at this point, but I have sold a few rank 4s in this time period up here, and I do have a couple of rank 5 and 6 legendaries on the market now, so I've dipped a toe into that, but I'm currently, with my steady gold making of my existing professions and everything else, with the return of players and the general excitement back into WoW 9.1, I'm seeing a nice steady rise in sales, which I'm expecting to continue for at least a couple of months. And then I'm going to gradually get more and more into the Crafters Mark III, Crafters Mark IV, and also the legendaries as and when I've got enough gold reserves to put some money in that direction. You're back on YouTube. Oh, fantastic. I know a lot of people, myself included, do like to use YouTube as a way of browsing sort of like gold making content. So having it on there I think is a really good idea. So definitely subscribe to that. Coffee is done, or as far as the broken machine thinks it's done. Good luck, Saigon Paul. I have instant coffee first thing in the morning, and then we make a decaf cafetiere that me and Mrs. Samadan share once we've both woken up a bit. Alright, let's go through everything else, list everything on. Thoroughly enjoy how the price of Korthiket is directly tied to the number you get from the dailies. Oh, interesting. So if you get 2 from a daily, it's cheaper. I hadn't actually seen that correlation myself. I haven't been following the price of Korthiket crystals. I know they are fairly steady on most servers now. Much higher price than I thought they were going to be, certainly. Nobby Hall, good evening to you. Just look at those flowing locks. Oh, thank you. Very kind of you. It's too hot to have your hair up today. Can't be bothered faffing around stuff in the morning, just give me caffeine. Yeah, exactly. First port of call is get the cup of caffeine in, feed the cats, sweep up the litter, and basically just sit for at least an hour and wake up, and then I can get started with my day. Usually I'll then go on my phone and put Pokemon Go on, and then the WoW companion app, and do my mission tables on my phone, and then I'll be ready for another couple of coffees, and then I can start the day. Born in 74 need an hour to come around now. Yeah, definitely. I mean, in this weather it's nice because I can sit in the garden with the cats, which is pretty good. Right, so we've got a few sales. Pact of Versatility, a few shirts, robes, pink party hat, crafted Dreadful Gladiator's Mooncloth Helm, that's a random one, and Richless Spike Mantle is another random one. It's about 6,000, we'll just take that. That's the kind of steady stuff that's going through my mailbox at the moment, so that's pretty good going. Did I play GoFest? No, I haven't really been had much chance to jump on that this weekend, Jeannie. I did pop on a little bit earlier. I just tend to do my daily bits and pieces nowadays with Pokemon. I don't spend a lot of time on it. Guess who we are co-host for the podcast? Hint, he has a beard and looks like Bob Ross and Brad Pitt. Jack can take the Brad Pitt looks. I'll take the Bob Ross looks. But that's a good reminder, actually. Thursday's stream. I'm not going to be streaming because I'll be recording with Jack. Just a heads up on that one. But we'll be streaming on Tuesday as normal. You just sit reposting, restocking like a mindless zombie until the coffee kicks in. I mean, that's a good way to start your day. I don't tend to do that myself because it would wake up people in the house, turn the computer on. So I just go with a quiet corner outside. Johnny Depp, good evening to you. And Jericho Lolol, good evening to you. How come I don't already have most legendary set up? Is this a secondary account or did I not bother with 9.0? I didn't bother that much in 9.0. I did the tailoring a fair amount. So I've got a few at rank 4 if you have a look at my tailoring. So I've got bracers, cape, mittens and spaulders, which is as far as I really got with my legendaries. I did a little bit of work on my other characters with leatherworking and jewel crafting and things, but nothing massive at this point. Coming close to having your mailbox hit 1 million gold this weekend. Personal record for you. That's very good, Johnny Depp. A million in a mailbox is fantastic. Congratulations on that one. Blame that one on you. Yeah, Zanzifal's off, so I'm stepping in. Selling Boy Scout cookies. Haley, good evening to you. How are you doing? Lovely to have you here. Right, we've listed everything on Samadan. I need to go through and do a restock on everyone in theory. We've got a few things here to do, callings wise. I haven't done my Korthiket dailies on Samadan yet. Have done them on the other characters. We'll do that later though. Just carry on. I did do the storyline. I got myself to renown 48 on Samadan, so that's all good. Just working on leveling these up mainly and ticking through things like veiled augment runes. At the moment I'm focusing on the cheap easy ones whilst I get things leveled up. That would be nice, but it's a 51, that one. I'm better off taking the lower level stuff at this point. I mean, again, this one would be nice with 5 veiled augment runes, but I'd rather for 603 take this one. Just take a spread. There we go. And then what else have we got here? This is a nice one. Difear Returns, we'll take that. It's got a couple of high level ones in there. Throw you in. Take that. And what else have we got? Cloud Feather Guardian, again, that's a nice looking one. So, a healer, a couple of DPSs. Pop that in. What are we left with? This one echoes 300 and 300 and 900 XP for that one. I'll take that one over anything else. Can I just do a couple of these maybe? Gives me a bit of room for something else. And the next one down is this one for some gold, so we'll do that. I mean, we could, for a little bit of gold, do that, and then try and get one from this one. There we go. I'll send all those over. A bit expensive in anima doing that, but we've got plenty of anima now, so that's absolutely fine there. So we're all good on that front. Okay, so that's done. Don't think I need to pick this up. This is probably just Valor, which I don't really need. Just sold some. Oh, we sold some Shadow Lace cuffs for 13,000 gold. Oh, do you know? You'll never guess what's just happened. We've sold a rank 5. Hold on. Hold the phone. We have our first big legendary sale. Oh no, it's baited me. It's not a rank 4. It's not a rank 5. It told me. It told me. Oh, I got caught out by that one. It lies. It lies. I was there all excited for a minute. But anyway, 49,000. I'll take that for a rank 4. That's 39,000 profit on that one. Trolled by TSM. I think that's even still good profit though. Yeah. No, all too well it plays the head. That's the first time I've actually seen it happen whilst I've been playing. So there we go. But still, Shadow Lace Cuffs, that's item level 200, so that's going for 13,000, that's an 11,000 profit, and a Grimveiled Cape, which is rank 4, going for 39,000 profit, so that's 50,000 profit in 2 items. I'd much rather that, certainly, if I can get some steady sales. Phew, okay, excitement over. I thought it was going to be a rank 5, but that's okay, we'll stick with that. I'll keep that. Right, I'll leave Samadan here. Let's get everyone else's auctions listed on, because I didn't do that earlier. Let's get them to their respective auction houses. Probably end up going back to their covenants. Usually, actually no, Dalaran's probably better for restocking, because then I can use the guild bank and the bank. Right now, rank 5 capes are selling for less than 40 Korthite on your server. Oh really, Rook? That's painful. After all those investments, yeah. That is very painful. I've seen the prices of the capes dropping rapidly on my server, so I wouldn't be surprised if the same happens for me. I really need to get into the jewel crafting, so which is why I'm working on my renown on Bridget and things like that. She's currently at renown 41, so we're almost caught up with her. Let's go Dalaran wise. We're also very close here. Death's Advance just has a couple of bubbles to go left on reputation, so that's not too bad as well. Yeah, cloth prices are really high on Shadow Song as well. Would you recommend auction house flipping with rank 5 and 6 legendaries? It's a very risky business, Typhorius, and there's a lot of gold involved. If you can afford to lose the gold, then maybe, but I think it would be, there's going to be quite a hard plummet downwards with a lot of this stuff. Once people get the ones they need, I can't see a huge amount of demand for them, certainly. Oh, I'm full already, hold on, let's clear out what we've got. There we go, I'll probably post on this lot. If there's anything here, there we go, there's a few things we need to get on. Shadowghast necklace, I noticed we had a couple of sales there, so that's good. Demand is higher than ever for rank 5 and 6, for you at least. Oh really, Zanzibar, that's good to know. Right, my bags are looking quite full at the moment, so we'll have to do this in small chunks, I think. There's a bit of meat and stuff there we can send on over to Samadan, perhaps. Oh, there's a load of stuff here. Send Samadan. Take all of that. Any fish anywhere? Can't see any. Let's send that over. That clears out a little bit of space. There's a load of stuff here that does just need sorting out. So we'll get to that in due course. Let's just go and list everything on first. There we go. Okay. Then flip raid BOEs, not rank 5 and 6. Actually, Jericho, well, that's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah. Heard a few people sniping a rank 6 at 280 gold. Well, if you can get them that, cheap, then definitely. That's incredibly cheap. You'd be disenchanting the greens, not sure if they will sell. These Masterful Leystrike ones aren't too bad for a fresh level 6, level 50 character. So I'm keeping those for the moment. What I do want to do is get into the item level 200 for, well really actually, what I want is the Crafter's Mark 4 for the dual crafting. I think that's going to be the most profit there. Yeah, start small with mats is always a good idea, as Will suggested. Yeah, if you're new to the world of flipping, high risk, high gold items like that, yes, you could be lucky, but it also could go very disastrously wrong. It depends how much you can afford to lose and you don't mind losing it. Right, so a couple of Shadowcast rings there, 7,000 gold. Take that as well. That's very nice. We'll go through and do restocks later, but I'll get everything listed first on all the characters. Get them in position. Right, okay, so that's done, that's done. Have I done my Yard's peculiar energy source? I don't think I have. I'll just do that now. There we go. And then let's just jump through the other characters. John Levy, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Just going through listing everyone's auctions on at the moment. Then we'll probably have the Wowhead blog going live at 7, and we'll talk through that, and then we're going to go through and restock on our characters. I've got some work to do on Urfin. Urfin has just recently gotten Death's Advance to Honoured, so I believe I parked myself so I'd remember to go and buy it next thing on Urfin. So let's go have a look here. $1.4 million for Tusks of Manoroth. Wow, Genie, that's a lot of gold. It's a lot of gold. Where do the Tusks of Manoroth come from? Is it a BOE that you can sell? It must be, really, if it's going for 1.4 million. Or is that on Black Market Auction House? Is that where they are? Right, Crafter's Mark 3. I don't actually have the Stygia for it. Oh, that's terrible. I've got 1,800 Stygia, and I need 2,000 for my Crafter's Mark 3. Okay, I'll have to come back to that one, I think. Now, I would list my auctions here, but it's really, really laggy, so I'm going to head to Dalaran as well. We'll come back to this. That's on my mental list of things to do. Streaming now on the Black Market Auction House. Oh, okay. From Heroic Siege Walk from our last boss, but selling on the Black Market Auction House. Okay. Much gold comes from the aspics and apple sauce. Okay, with cooking. Mind you, I only have a base shuttling feast. There's a better feast. Need to unlock the rep. Yeah, I'm in the same position, Cyclopool. The feasts, I haven't got the... Is it the Gluttonous Hedonism one, I think? Actually, that one's taken. I'm going to go on this one instead. And let's go. Brutosaur list. Right. Oh, I haven't got many things on here at the moment. I'm going to have to do a big restock here. I'm missing quite a lot of stuff, it would look like. But I might wait until I can get my Stygia for that. Just need 170 odd. So I'll do some rares in the Moor or something. That should get that for me. We'll just post on what we have for now. We'll come back to that. That'll be next priority, I think. I assume that's probably my best way of getting Stygia at this point. Making sure I remember to pick up my corpse after dying would be good as well. Stay colour mode's another good one, yeah. The Crown Roast Aspic, though, is a good one for me, definitely. I still sell a few of the BFA food as well. That's not bad as well. Can you please show me how to set up restocking operations in TSM? Of course, Johnny Depp. I'll show you on my next character. So it's basically down to your crafting operations. You set in there how many you want to restock on, and TSM will make however many you're missing, depending on how many you've got in the auction house and how many you've got in your bags and on other characters. So it adds all of those up and then makes any extra that you might get there. So basically it's all in the crafting operation. I have a selection of ones that I use on Samadan. One of each, two of each, three of each, that kind of thing. If you look at my operations here, go to my groups. If we go to, say, Crafter's Mark 3 items, the operation here, so I've got two of each. I've added a little bit extra on, which I don't really need to do now because of the Crafter's Mark 2 is incorporated into the crafting cost exactly. So now here, so this crafting operation is two of each plus 175 gold, which is for me here. So minimum restock quantity of 1, max restock quantity of 2. The minimum profit amount, this is just profit, so it takes into account the crafting cost already. So in all honesty, I'd be better off using this operation, which is just a simple one, 10% crafting. Sometimes 20% crafting works quite well if you want to just give yourself a little bit more of a profit margin before you craft anything. And then decide on how many of any one thing you want. You know, it could be as much as 30 or 40, all depends on your operation. And that's what you assign to your group. So in this case, for the Shadow Steel gear, I have a crafting operation to make 2 of each. So if one sells on the auction house, I've always got one on the auction house. And then when I next go to TSM and restock, that's what happens there. I hope that makes sense. Profits for 200, 230 dual crafting items drop to near crafting mat cost, and now you've got so much free time you don't know what to do with your life. That's a shame about the profits for those, definitely. I was hoping to make a bit of gold myself on those on my server, so fingers crossed they're still high by the time I get round there. Right, so again, let's just head Dalaran way. That's the best option for restocking. You're welcome to Saigon Pool, if you like. If you link to the latest one, because I'm going to feature that one on the Wowhead blog, and that's got all the links to the other ones in. Been up daily on black market for almost a week now. Oh wow, okay. Made a massive mistake. Think could just set up 3 more servers outside your main full one. Just ran out of time. It's impossible without TSM, which you haven't used really yet. Time to learn TSM and set up your main server properly. Yes. How about, I think that would be a great idea. If you're not using TSM in earnest for your gold making, then I would say it's a worthwhile investment of your time. Certainly. Yeah, I'm the other end of the spectrum. I'm more low pop, so let me just sell some stuff. I could probably do with sending over that meat and cloth. Keep the lightless silk because I might need that. Let's send that one over. Okay, and then we can start picking up 13,000 gold here, so I'm not sure what's at the bottom of the mailbox. I'll grab it anyway. Just got 25 Korthiket Crystals for 1,500 each. Very nice then, very nice. But dual crafting market was like 40% of your playtime daily. Wow, okay. That is a lot, yeah. Oh, some ceremonious. Mace, gauntlets, greaves, waistguard, pauldrons, helm and shield. Good set there. Some of the fresh level 50 character has been spending. That's good to see. I'll have to restock on those as well. Contessa, good evening to you. Is my hair always like that? No, not always. Well, it's always this length, but it's not always down. It's normally up. It's too hot to have it up today, so I've gone all casual tonight. Talking about black market, Longboy can now be found on the black market auction house container. Exactly, Jack. That's also in the blog this week. Very interesting news. There we go. Saigon Paul's got the Making Crafting Profitable link that goes into depth about crafting operations. So that's always worth a good read if you haven't read it already. Start at part 1 and then work your way through the different parts. Part 6 has just been released, which goes into depth. We'll talk about that when the blog goes live as well. So that was a good set of sales. 13,000, I'll take those. Haven't had a huge number of sales on blacksmithing, so that's nice to see. Let's get the rest of the stuff on. Again, we need to restock on these first. Where's El Morte? 91,000 from a 50,000 start at the beginning of the month. That's not huge, but then he's lagging behind in all my professions. Of the armor crafting professions, that one is the one that's had the least amount of love. Right, let's get Alchemy and Inscription listed on. Go with the part links in just above today, exactly as Saigon Paul said. There we go. Next one. Right, next on. So Alchemy's been doing okay, slight profit at the moment, not huge. I've not been very aggressive or very consistent with my posting, just, you know, every now and again. I haven't always been restocking either, so we'll have to see. I want to buy crafting speed enchant. I know, it would be nice. One for Shadowlands would be very nice, but that does give you a slight barrier to entry, one of time, so I'm not too against it in its current form. A few sales, Embalmer's Oil, Anti-Venom and Spectral Agility. I'll take those, list everything else on. And we should be good. There we go, a little bit more gold. Run a post scan on that lot. There we are. I think there's... Yeah, we've got some of the better selling stuff we have completely ran out of. Phantom Fire I don't see there, so we're going to have to restock on those, definitely. I need to do my Shadow Core Oil. Where's my cooldown for that? That's Silas. Where's the button gone? That's the Catalyst. That's the actual Alchemy Profession. Let's move that over there. Let's just move these around a little bit. Let's give myself a little bit more room. And then that's Darkwind Firewater. That's useful occasionally. Don't see it here in my buttons. Oh no, that's again Silas. Survival Instincts. I did have it. It's dropped off of my list. I thought it would be on here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Shadestone is the one I want there. I'm missing Ground Rising Glory and Ground Death Blossom, so we'll work on that later. I'll just go through everything else first. There we go. Here it's only 19 and it's windy. Wow. Okay. That's very different to what it is here. 30 degrees and very, very hot at the moment. Yeah, although in the room here it's probably more like 32. You had it this week, did you? Wow, okay, that's a big change then, down to 19. Right. Get rid of that. Let's have some water. Okay. On to Stabadan. Inscription. Okay, couple of missive sales. Is that everything? Doesn't look like it should be everything. 8, 7, 4 and 9. Yeah, it does add up. There we go. I'll take the missives, obviously with people doing their legendaries. We'll sell those. That's good. And we'll post everything else on. Keep smelling baked chicken, but it's me. 13 overcast plus lots of smoke haze from British Columbia forecast. Fires. Oh right, okay. Wow, that's very different weather. Very different. Right, last of the lot going on for now. There we go. Okay, so 40,000 gold on you. We did spend a little bit. Stabadan at 40, 68, 91 on El Morte. Samadan's doing well at 148,000. Earthen's doing really well at 202,000. That's 150,000 just on leatherworking this month so far. Up to 747,000 gold total. Getting back to that million gold, which is always very nice. It's always a psychological barrier, that one. So it's nice to be working our way back towards that. I feel like I've got a bit more flexibility that way, certainly. So with those done, managed to go through those fairly quickly. The restocking is the next issue, really. Plus we also need to think about Stygia for Earthen. So if I was to do this, Samadan would be the main priority here, because Samadan has the most variety of sales, so having those restocked is always good. about 600 kilometers west, plus over the mountains. Smoke haze can get around. Wow, that is getting over the mountains surprises me actually. That's amazing. So other things ticking through. We did our Covenant mission tables, so that's all good. We haven't done dailies on Samadan. Doesn't really need to do the dailies at this point because we're onto Archivist Codex now rather than Death's Advance. That would be my next focus really. I do have Zygor's got me here in terms of like Korthian Relic Box, Diviner's Rune Chit. You have a chance to receive they have a chance to drop from any treasure in Korthia. I'm not sure what I need to do. I need to collect 19 Rune Chits. Okay, I'll have to look into that mission on that front. We've got our sales that came through as well, so that's going to be coming through. Oh, we've got a few more sales in fact. Shaded Hearthing, Eternal Strength. There's some ravioli with apple sauce is sold. Shadow Lace Cuffs again, so that's good. So that's all done. Anything we need to deposit anywhere? This needs to go to the Rune Carver. This needs disenchanting. And then BOEs wise, we've got Gloves of the, that's a BOE 160 leather. Haven't collected the appearance on that one, so we can send that to, let's go send. Leather is Awakening. Needs to be level 60 for that probably, so I'll just send it over and they can keep hold of it. And that is a mace which I haven't collected the appearance of. So actually no, leave that. Let's have a look at that. Learn that. Drop that, and then we can disenchant that for a little bit of soul dust. There we go. We've got a few rank 1s here of the Grimveil type. So a bit of tidying up. We could probably put these Shards of Domination
How kind of you.
In the
McBainey just subscribed.
McBainey, thank you so much. 13 months, that's a huge amount of support. Thank you so much, just over a year. Lovely to have you here. As always, thank you so much. Inventory, definitely. Trying to keep things relatively... I've got some augment runes that we could probably put on. We're trying to keep things relatively neat and tidy. It's always useful. Let's just run a post scan. Augment runes currently going for 209 gold. So I'll just pop that on. Right, so let's check for restock wise on Samadan. I bet you this is going to be quite a large one. Okay, so there's the Grimveil cape that we sold. We need to restock on that. The ravioli with apple sauce we need to do. Enchanted lithium bar I'm going to take off my list for now. That's all should be fine. That's with the, oh, that's interesting. That was with the Relic of the Past 1 on that one. And everything else, and we just sold something else. Kultiran Herbalism and Sinful Revelation. Some reasonable-ish profits on those. What was the... oh yeah, that was a Shadow Lace Cloak for 5,000 just sold. Okay, so I think, again, let's head off to Dalaran for this. Try to buy some pets from Releasing Hold. You have the tokens. Do you need them in your inventory or can you buy them from your bank? Inventory. Ah, right, okay, that makes more sense what you're saying, Jeannie. Okay, answering that one, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with these chits for the Korthia one. I'll have to read up what's supposed to happen there. It's kind of not clear in the text on Zygor. Right, but here, let's go over. If I move that to Korthia dailies, and that'll be a bit smaller. And head on inside here because we're going to need the guild bank, if anything. Let's have a look. Gathering wise. Oh, you know what? I should have gone and got some arboreal shards first. Right, actually, no, I might have. I might have enough. Everything else is here, just soul dust. I mean, I have been just buying it from the auction house of late, simply for convenience at 11 gold 70. My mat cost is a little bit less, so I probably ought to just adjust that for my prices for enchants. Otherwise it's not going to match up. So let's get the stuff from the guild bank first. Lightless silk, we got a little bit there. So I started over leveling a priest. Should I do gathering professions, or what do you recommend? It's usually quite easy, and it gives you extra XP if you have mining and herbalism whilst you level. It just adds a little bit to it, and it allows you to focus on the leveling with a few little side missions, is what I would probably recommend. And then once you've gotten up to level 50 or 60, depending on where you're headed, then go full on that sense into your chosen professions. There's not a huge advantage otherwise. So soul dust actually is probably best for me at the moment, using my Desolate leather, because that's probably the cheapest. So what I'll do is I'm going to go over to Earthen, get Earthen to make some arm guards, and then go from there. And pick up cooking. If it's I like to have only cooking on the one character that's going to do cooking, because once you've got it you can't unlearn it, and it gets a bit confusing with lots of characters with cooking. I tend to put cooking on my main. If this priest is going to be your main, then yes, pick up cooking as well. The thing with cooking is it's very much end game related. There's not a huge amount of cooking along the way that makes a lot of gold. Is there a way for TSM task list to stop showing expirations and cooldowns? It fills half your screen. I tend to just minimize it with a little arrow. That's the easiest way. If you get cooking to 25 on your alt, you can do cooking world quests for your callings. Oh, that's an interesting one, yeah, actually. You could do it that way. So I want some soul dust. What was that from? Did I just learn something I didn't realise? No, this is all fine. I've still got stuff to learn. Right, so let's go crafting let's use the standard one of this. Desolate leather, arm guards, so I can make plenty of these, just the basic ones. Let's make 30. That should be a good amount for the moment. In the future updates at the moment, all you can do is minimize. That's what I tend to do, yeah. I don't know of any way of actually having it turned off. I guess you could set each of them to ignore. If you click on the little eye here, that ignores all of those. If you don't have any, it might be hidden that way as well. That's another option. Is it on the roadmap, is it, Jack? Okay. There we go, that's another option, certainly. Put cooking on every character and fishing, so you can pick up a little extra XP whilst levelling from the capital city dailies and the monthly Darkmoon Fair quest. Don't try to keep it current with your level expansion. Yeah, it depends on how far you want to get into it and how much you think you're going to use it. For me, I wish I'd just kept it on Samadan. I would have preferred it for my other characters to not have it. So on things like all the things, I can't ignore it. So it's there as part of my professions, which is kind of annoying. Right, so Desolate Leather Arm Guards. I think I've got a group to send these over. Let's just try that. Send to Samadan. Yep, there they go. So those have gone over to Samadan, so we can just jump over and have a look at those. And jump over here. And if you want to unhide them, you go into the settings and you can unhide them from there as well. Option to disable activities like expired auctions, expired mail on the roadmap. Okay, cool. Yeah. You tend to speed level, it's a bit out of your way to do all that during a session. Well, yeah, that's true actually. Depends on how much you do, and how much you sort of want to just tick through things regularly. 7 rank 5, 6 sales in the last hour, very nice. 19 total the last 3 hours, very nice, Anzaful, very nice. Congratulations on that. Right, so back to Samadan, let's just do a quick disenchant. We'll make our way to the mailbox. I'll grab all of this stuff whilst we're here. Should have enough room for all of these at the moment. There we go. I'll just move myself out of the way here. Everything is just Desolate Leather arm guards, so let's go through with that. There we are. Yeah, all the things is not on your add-ons list. Yeah, all the things is dangerous. In TSM 3 we had reintroduced intermediate crafting on alts as a gathering source. Oh right, okay. I can't remember using that specifically myself, but then I didn't have many characters back in TSM 3 days. I only really had Samadan at that point. Is there any reason on your Shadowlands Enchanting Shuffle you list the Shadebound Arm Guards and not the Shadebound Waist Guard? Isn't the Waist Guard cheaper? Are you missing something similar for Shadow Scale? I thought the Arm Guards were the cheapest, but I'm happy to stay corrected on that front. I tend to be honest, with my Soul Dust, not Soul Dust, what's the middle one? Sacred Shards. I've been buying them off the auction house as the cheapest, but obviously yes, if you can make them cheaper. The other thing is to just look at your respective profession and have a look at the crafting cost of each and try from there perhaps. Intermediate told us to let alts craft items we need for another craft. TSM will look at what the cheapest option would be. Right, okay. So, Temporal Crystal, what's that coming from? Oh, that's from the cooldown actually. Don't need that. So, looking at this, Crafters Mark 3, we need one of those. Let's go grab that. Craft one of those. And Enchanted Lightless Silk, we need 50 of those, so let's start with that. There we go. Cheapest for you is the shrouded cloth braces. Yes, if your cloth is cheap enough, then that's definitely an option. I know it was back to when the callous hide was expensive. That was always the problem there. Your TSM destroying bugs out still. How to fix? The only thing that I know of that consistently does break it is the faster loot add-ons. If you've got one of those, certain. Any reason for you getting a lot of Mooncloth shoulder sales? It could be down to the whole transmog looks, Mike, because of people being able to transmog different shoulders. Maybe there's a certain look that people are going for on that front. Yeah, you've just been buying the Sacred Shards also. Yeah, I found it ended up being easier for me and cheaper at the moment. Obviously, mileage may vary on that front. Although, that said, with the faster loot add-ons, for whatever reason, the one I'm using does work. So, it doesn't cause TSM to glitch out on me. We're missing a little bit of lightless silk there, so let's just go grab a little bit extra. Let's go grab that. And then make the extra 3 we wanted, and that should be enough. You've been buying up the Eternal Crystals because they get dumped for super cheap prices and turn those into Sacred Shards. Yes, I mean there's the whole 3 times price differential between each of them. Where's mine? Should be here. So Eternal Crystals, yeah, see there's the min buyout of 88 gold. And if you do a shatter for those, you get 3 sacred shards. So the price hit min buy out of 29 there, 30, so 90. If it's less than 90, which it is here at 88, then you can buy them for that, as Zanzibar says, and then shatter those. The soul dust doesn't tend to be, because that's 11 gold versus 29, so that should be a third of the price of the sacred shard, but it's not currently, so I tend to get mine. Usually Desolate Leather Arm Guards is my best one there. Game Cat, good evening to you. Then which ones work as trial and error and which ones am I using? For me, I am using, I always forget which one it is, I'm using Faster Loot with no space between the name, so it's just Faster Loot, and that works for me currently with my list of add-ons that I currently use. Went through like 5,000 crystals yesterday, got a whole lot of enchant crafting ahead of me. Wow, okay, that's a fair amount, definitely. Right, we need to craft this before the Wowhead blog starts. So, crafting queue, Grimvale Cape, rank 4, should be. And then Shadowlace Cuffs, Crafter's Mark 3, not going to wear that, I'll decline that. Pink Party Hat, some shirts. Now this should be with a Relic of the Past 1 on it. Let me just check that. Yeah, it's item level 19. There we go. I think that's the one you use, so I'll try it anyway. Yeah, give it a try, see what happens. Sometimes, I know some other add-on management programs have a few extras that also integrate a faster loot. That could be causing a conflict. There goes the Veiled Augment runes. And then we'll do this lot as well, the enchants. Can I post an image on Discord showing the gathering sources? Contains a gold saving trick for enchanting, of course. So I can pull. Go ahead. That's what the useful stuff is for on Discord. Not a huge amount of profits on these enchants, 424 total. So it's just the variety of sales that I like with these, which keeps it consistent. Tenets of Haste going through, and then we should be good to go, at least on Samadan. And let's get our Brutosaur. Still got quite a few sales since we posted, so Auction House is active tonight. It's nice to see. Right, 23 items on. Our Auction House listing total is huge at the moment. There we go. Grimvale Cape, 48,000. And auctions, 617 posted auctions, 11 million in value. Some of those are ridiculous though, so I wouldn't count on those. Whilst we're here, let's look at Korthiket Crystals. Oh, they've gone down a fair amount actually. 2,750. That could be a little flip there. You could go from 2,750 up to 3,000. You could possibly, if you were feeling adventurous, well, there's quite a few hundreds in there, so probably not. It looks like 289, 280 is there. You could probably go to 280 if you were to look at this. I'm not going to do this, but if I were to buy all of these, there's 247 of them with an average unit price of 2,999. Then you could possibly just mark that up to 3,280 from there, but that's a 740,000 gold investment, which I don't have. I have 747,000 gold, so I'm not going to obviously make that kind of flip for myself. I don't have the percentage of resources for that. But it's interesting to see the prices are going down. I mean, I'm going to be tempted to take these at 2,750. I'm going to take these 6 for 16,000, just so that I've got some cheaper. Looks like they might have already gone. Let's just do a rescan. Yep, they've gone already. not to bother. I've got a few on me. I've got 70 on me already, so I can make another legendary, which is another option certainly. What kind of sales do I get with Relic of the Past? Not a huge amount, Mike. I've just kind of dabbled in the market at this point. What I'm doing is on... If I go to my groups, what I've done, I haven't fully set it up yet, but I have the Gladiators leveling sets that Des Mephisto had as his guide, that you have one of each of the levels. So everything from 19, 48, 28... one of each of the relics basically for each of the different ones you can make. I've got all of those on, and they all go on as different ones here. I have sold quite a few of the Relic 5 ones, and I've just recently sold a Relic 1 one, so that's interesting. I need to fill this out a little bit more. It's not quite there yet. Oh, hold on one moment. Okay, we're back. I remembered to turn the microphone back on there. That was... Mrs. Samadan is cutting my son's hair, so she needed the clippers. It's going to be interesting because he's got hair longer than mine. That's going to be fun. Zanzibar going for a number 9, which is...
Taste my spear!
There we go. And we also had a sale. What did we have a sale of? Let me scroll down. Enchant Ring and Enchant Braces also sold. There we are. Hair is going off. Yeah, it's going very short. I think it's had enough. There we are. What else happened? It's a new song with an explanation. Okay, thank you, Saigon Paul. Relics of the Past, brings me back ages. I still got like 200,000 of some vanilla cloth. Thank you, Blizz. Yep, me too. I'm making use of it. I'm making my shirts and slowly getting through it. Definitely. Right. I'm wondering, has the Wowhead blog gone live in all of that time? Probably has. No, not yet, actually. I did send it to Peculiar. Let me just make sure I have. Just in case. Yes. Probably busy with the Race the World First at the moment, so I imagine that's all kicking off. I'll keep an eye on that. Should be any moment now. In the meantime, though, we'll carry on with our restocking. There we are. John's thinking of getting proper clippers to your own to really don't like the idea of barbers right now. No, exactly. Well, I used to basically, before I went full on hair and beard, I literally just did a grade 1 all over, face and head, and it was so simple. A £20 investment in some clippers, job done. For a good sort of 20 years. So I saved myself a lot of money on hairdressers in all that time. It's a lot easier. Very simple. Okay, so whilst we're here, we've got Korthiket dailies. We did our missions and things, that's good. We're all caught up with where we need to be on Samadan. So we've done LFR this week, which was nice. Everyone's done Morgeth. We haven't done the dailies for Death's Advance, but I don't think I really need that. I mean, my Death's Advance reputation at the moment is still honoured. That's going through as it is. The Archivist Codex is what I really want to be working on next, this tier 2. So I'll leave this on Samadan for now. We'll restock on the other characters. I think that'll be good use of my time now, and then we'll go through, because other people have a higher priority at this point. So let's go through the next ones and have a look. Don't have any cloth from previous. I would never. Of course, that's all. Of course. Right. Let's have a look at Bridget. I can confirm on the beard part. Does make it easier. Although I wasn't sure whether to ever do some sort of sub goal, like something ridiculously high, like 1,000 subs. I would shave off my beard and hair or something like that. But I've never thought too seriously about it. Basically, a goblin IRL as well. Occasionally, I did look like one suddenly. Art blasters on still. There we go. Wax my beard. I don't really see it. There's not much shape that I can get out of waxing my beard. I'd have to really trim it into a certain shape. The moustache I couldn't get massively shaped, to be honest, and it tends to get in the way if you try to grow it out to the sides. So I don't tend to bother with that, to be honest. Right, we did our Yard's Peculiar Energy Source, but what about everything else that we're currently working on? Kraken's Eyes, Versatiles the Greens. We've got quite a few of those going. We have sold a fair few of them as well, though, so we'll keep those. The Quick and the Deadly and the Masterful is kind of interesting to have those. The Rascal Bot we don't need. Did I not have any of these? I thought I did. Reflex Sight. We'll try some of those as they are anyway. So Alts, Auction House. This can sometimes be a little bit tricky because facets of research we haven't done. We'll do that whilst we're here. Learn something new. Engineering, all that we don't need. Handful of lace strike bolts. Can we craft those? So we need an anvil. We're near one at the moment anyway, so let's just go on over there. Just pop inside here whilst we're here. Handful of lace strike bolts. I'll grab those. Jewel crafting, versatile jewel doublet. The deadly and the quick, I'm not sure. We'll have a look, and I'm not sure what we need on alt at this point. Oh, lace strike ore. Okay. We'll go and see if we can buy some. I think. Let's go grab that now. Do that in that order, and then we can work things through. Oh, you mean waxing it like taking it off? Oh, yes, no, definitely not. Oh, I think I might have gone a bit laggy there. I'm back, though. That was very brief. Yeah, no, waxing wouldn't be good. I thought you meant waxing like in shaping. Browse, let's turn all this off. Shopping. Where's our ore? Shadowlands ore. And a shopping scan. What's the price of ore these days? Lace strike is looking at 18 gold. That's average. Smart average is 22. So let's buy. Let's buy 500. That's 9,000 gold. We'll take that for now.
If you find anything exotic, bring it.
That'll be useful. We'll take that, and then we'll go back to our anvil and we'll do this. Not up yet, Jack. Okay, thanks for keeping an eye out. I'm sure it will appear as and when it needs to. Had to pay 40 gold for the ores for Shadowglass ingots. Almost wanted to cry. But is that still cheaper to craft them than it is otherwise on the auction house? If so, then that's good. Lace strike settings we need to get. Okay, that could be interesting. Everyone's using the anvils here. Hammering galore here. Let's go with these. Yeah. 75 per gun there, 135 in the channel. Well, there we go. So as long as it's cheap. Today you bought callous hide, not heavy, for 700 gold each, times 1,000. Wow. 700 each, that sounds expensive. For not the heavy, because that would make it 7,000 gold for the heavy? Was that a misclick? Yeah, it's 20 times more expensive than normal. I would have thought with all the skinning going on in Korthia, there would be plenty around. There we go. So we need some more stuff here. Let's get those doublets from the auction house if they are still as cheap as TSM thinks they are cheap. Let's just check those, because people do throw those on for ridiculous prices sometimes. Not in this case though. Well, 35 is actually just within crafting costs, and the Orablaze one for that matter actually. So let's just grab what we need here. There's not many of them anyway, so it's not massive investment. We'll just grab them for convenience. And then that leaves me with lay strike settings, which means I probably have to go back to... There's nowhere I can get it easily here, so... Stormwind, I guess, could be an option here. If not Stormwind, then it's going to have to be Oribos, I think. I was just not paying attention. Oh, right, okay, that's a mistake. Many of us have been there before, so don't worry. But that's a big expenditure. 1,000 of them at 700 gold each. Ouch. Right, let's go over here. Is that a Blingtron head? It is. Can't miss up a Blingtron. There we go. And inside, lay strike settings, so dual crafting is just here actually. That makes it easier. A stack will do for now. Your boral shards are expensive then. Okay, so Masterful Dual Doublet. Let's start with that. And Crafter's Mark 2. I need 10 of these. I'm kind of at the point where I'm thinking I shouldn't really make these, as I'm so close to the Crafter's Mark 3. But I'll restock this last time, and then any spare that I don't sell by the time I move on to Crafter's Mark 3, what I'll do is send them over to Samadan to disenchant, and we should be all good on that front. So there's a whole load of stuff here. 41,000 profit. Leviathan's Eye, and some reasonable stuff. Let's go through all of these. Quick Oxine Rings, Deadly Simvirs, we'll go through all of those. I'll be interested to see what the high level 200 gear is like market wise. Oh, it was only 100, okay. So it was bad but not earth shattering, okay, phew. You do know about the TSM setting to give you a warning if it's something over your normal price threshold. That might have saved you if it was over a certain percentage of DV market, but it is not foolproof. It's one of those things that sometimes it happens. Yeah, I usually buy with a regular auction house. Yeah, you like that UI better? It's clean. I can understand why you would, certainly. And that's why I liked the auction house upgrade, because I think it was great for the average player. It was such a big usability improvement that I thought that has brought more people to the auction house, both buying and selling, which is always good. You always buy your mats with the default UI. Do you use Handsful? Okay, interesting. Do you use like the favourites list for all of that? 80% of your legendary sales last 24 hours have been rank 4 rings. Wow. It's like 20% profit, but that's something else needs to sell. I'm sick of prospecting. Oh yeah. See, that's the downside really, isn't it? Oh, my inventory is actually full. I need to sort out my inventory here. Let's post on what we've made, because Bridget just doesn't have enough space, which is no good. Auctioning, let's run a post scan. Have all the stuff you usually buy on favourites list. It's also how you catch cheap mats here and there. Yeah, that I can see. Once you're familiar with the prices, then you know what's going to be cheap. And it's very fast as well, which is great. So these prices aren't too bad actually for these rings. 168. Depends how much they sell though, whether there's much competition for the other stuff, and that depends really on what the price difference is. These might still sell for someone who doesn't want to pay as much for a ring, but just wants a little bit of item level increase. Right, where's the bank? In here. Just want to throw a lot of this stuff in here. Might be better off going to the guild bank for some of this, because I'm not sure. Oh no, I've got loads of space here. How's the reagent bank looking? We have a little bit of space there. Let's just get some of those away. Lithium ore, living steel, Angazite, Oroblaze, and what have you. So how are we doing here with stuff? Okay, so some of this I'm actually going to put in the guild vault, because it's actually easier for TSM to get stuff from the guild vault. We have a whole load of random stuff here. It's a whole load of BFA fish. This is the home for gems. I could use the TSM get and put. Oh, I've got something here. Some conduits. Okay, I need to do those. So unveiled augment runes as well. Okay, this is a little bit of a mess. Let's get all of these. Arboreal shards. Oh, I've got quite a few of these. And Shadowgas ingots, we've got quite a few. That's in readiness for when we do need it. Ghost iron bars we have a fair amount of, which we need. There's quite a lot of BOE stuff kicking around. Base gems, let's get rid of those. We have a good supply of those. And, oh gosh, there's a whole load of stuff here. We just need to clear some of this out. Learn that. Open up the Blingtron package. And quest stuff. Shadowlands ore, there's a bunch of that. So BOEs, let's have a quick look at these. That's leather, so I don't think I can learn that. Can I? Oh no. That's mail. I thought it was only mail that I had, but let's have a look. I've collected this appearance on that one. What about this one, the mace? Can I wear a mace? No, I don't have the thing for that. I collected that appearance. And the shield. Okay, these need to be sent over to different characters, I think. That would save me a little bit of space, then we can sell the rest that are soulbound. Or send them to Samadan to disenchant. Let's just go grab this. Bear with me whilst I just deal with a little bit of excess stuff. So sending wise, let's just get that over. So what did we have? The mace can go to Samadan. And the shield, there we go, shield, I guess, who has a shield? Does Paladin? Paladin has a shield. Let's send that over. You're not going to be able to wear that for a long while. And the sword, we've got the appearance for that. So BOEs wise, actually, let's just send these over to Samadan to disenchant. So vendor sell price is actually higher there on those. Actually, you know what? We'll just vendor these. Let's go with that. Okay. Thank you, Torgman. Welcome back. We demand the blog to be posted. Is it still not up? Off for a bit. Praying for Goldcap for reset. Good luck, Rook. I'm sure you'll get it, definitely. Paladin, Warrior, and Shaman. Oh, Shaman, I hadn't realised was good. Yeah, okay. Right, so we'll just borrow some more space here. Jewelry, rise, that's soulbound. Let's sell that. Are these? They're BOEs. They must be below min price because they haven't posted. That is soulbound. That we've learnt, I am assuming, yeah, so we can get rid of that. And that is now soulbound, so we can get rid of that. And then these BOEs, we're actually just going to sell, because it's easier. It says I haven't collected that appearance, but you know what, I'm just gonna sell it. And the quick lace strike band, precision life force inverter, that's not selling. Okay. And then this lot and the conduits and things we need to do, and veiled augment runes need to do something with those. That we can turn that into gems. Get rid of that. And okay, we've got a little bit of space. Coastal healing potion we can get rid of. Okay, that's left me with a little bit of space. Let's just finish off my crafting. Where's the dual crafting window gone? There we go. Let's go deal with those first. And then we can post those on. And then we can carry on with our restocks and things on each of the other characters. Not a massive profit on these, 1,000 gold total, but they don't take too long to craft, so it should be alright. The elemental and restoration can use one-handed shield. It really, I tell you what, listening to that game, Cat, I'd really like to try a shaman. I've never played one, definitely. It's up, okay, fantastic, thank you for Legre. We'll have a look at that as soon as I just made these and posted them on. That's awesome. Versatile jewel clusters and infrared green sights. Let's jump on over to engineering. Need an anvil, of course. Let's just pop one down in front of me because I'm lazy like that. 37 seconds late. That's pretty on time by my reckoning. And let's go list that lot on. Hopefully get some sales whilst we're here. There we go. Right, okay, let's have a look at the blog. Bring that up, copy that. Number 186. Wow, that is a lot of blogs. Commands, Wowhead, edit. Let's space that over. Submit. Okay. That should be working. Let's move this over this side and bring that up, and then I can just change the size of it so we can see that down there. I can use my bartender bars to... Actually, I can move this all the way across now because chat's over on the other side now, so that makes things a little bit easier. There we go. Weekly wrap-up number 186. Judging Rose, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. There's a lot of friends here tonight. Good evening. I hope you're doing well. How was your busy work weeks going? Hope it's all good. So we have some interesting stuff to talk about today. Legendary stock tracker being updated continuously by Stroke, which is fantastic. Joe Space, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. If you are watching from the embed, please do come on through. We'll go through all the stuff in the blog and then we'll carry on with our gold making bits and pieces. Finally got a day off. I'm going to spend it tomorrow on leveling tunes in time walking. Awesome. Are you going for 50 level 60s? Is that going to be the next goal? I think you could make a killing off of the mission tables with all your characters. I think that would be a lot to work on, but I reckon that would be well worth it, definitely. Making all the gold, camping the auction house, doing content on characters as usual. Exactly, yeah. Awesome. Alright, so Legendary Stock Tracker. I know Mantheus swears by this add-on, and I've used it occasionally myself, and it is really useful to be used in complement to TSM in terms of working out what stock you have where, how much you need to restock on, and what your price margins are. Really nice way of just being able to see everything all in one go, and so it now includes rank 5 and rank 6. I've got a screenshot of what my legendary sales look like. So obviously cloth is pretty much a loss at this point, except for a few here. And leatherworking, I haven't quite gotten ourselves into a point where I can make some money yet. What does not scan mean on LST? I don't know the recipe, or is there a scan all button? It means that I haven't got the recipe for it. So basically I'm not there yet on a large proportion of the legendary market, mainly the blacksmithing and leatherworking. A little bit into the jewel crafting, not quite up to the rank 5 and 6 yet, but there are options there certainly. Goal is to have 10 60s at the moment. They're fully maxed out on the mission table, working towards number 6 at the moment, so making quite a lot of progress. That's fantastic, Zanzibar. I would like to get all 4 of my current ones to that state, so get all the followers, get all the renown up, and do the same, because I think you can make a really good amount of gold just by having that ticking through in its current state, certainly. So basically, the update, long time since I posted legendary stock tracker extra add-up updates. So 9.1 bringing new legendaries for good reason to update you. So it fully supports rank 5 and 6. Pricing can calculate the cost of the vestige, and restocking can craft the rank 5 and 6 items. Also knows which slots are domination slots, so you can now disable restocking items on these slots if you prefer, which is quite interesting. Also a hidden feature, it's been in the add-on for a while. You can set different restock amounts for each rank if you want with the following command, which is really useful. I like hidden stuff like this, definitely. Once you start getting familiar with an add-on, these kind of things really help sort of you become the power user, certainly. It's a great long-term goal, yeah, definitely. Anyone got some numbers? I know Mantheus had a spreadsheet and did a video on it, definitely. But if you send out a mission 3 to 4 times a day, you can make 5 to 10k daily in raw gold and materials. If you have it maxed out. Yeah, there's obviously a lot of work to get it to that point, certainly. But it is certainly... Darkwing, good evening to you. How are you doing? Yeah, high levels and all the companions gives you the most flexibility. Getting the high levels is quite the grind, certainly. Don't forget the long hair for the night. Yes, that too. It's too hot at the moment. Mantheus, as I said, is a great user of LST, and this add-on that without question saved countless of hours for you, and in return probably made you a bunch of gold. And people should click the Patreon link, which I highly recommend. If any of your favourite add-on makers do have a Patreon, please do consider supporting them, because they put so much work into these add-ons. You know, TSM has their premium, obviously. A lot of the smaller add-on makers rely on things like Patreon. I know Tomcat relies on Patreon, as well as doing some GitHub repository stuff that way. We saw what happened with Venture Plan, as in, like, that hasn't that's not being supported now, and that was a big loss to many of us, and that got me thinking, what if that kind of add-on was supported through Patreon? Look at Profit's add-on, the Loot Appraiser, or look at all the things. How much do we use these add-ons? Weak Auras, DBM, things like that. There's a lot that makes our lives easier, and I think this is a nice reminder to basically say, you know, please do, if you can, support add-on makers, because they put a lot of hard work and effort into these. Venture Plan still mostly works for you. I rarely lose missions with it still. Yeah, I think on the whole it's still working well for me too, so I would certainly recommend carry on using it for the moment. It's not just the gold, it's also the raw materials as well, and the Veiled Augment runes are selling really well at this point, so I would include those. And also, if you've got an enchanter and you get some gear and you can disenchant that also makes a difference. So there's a lot of variety of things. And then, of course, there's the whole meat and raw materials caches as well. So there's a fair amount to for us, definitely. Yes, LST, not LST. Very different things, that's full. Yeah. And the polished pet charms, yeah, if you get yourself the bauble worm, eventually with that, there's plenty of things to look at, certainly. And then just to top off with Mantheus and the legendary theme, I was just talking about, he's got his latest video, Legendary Selling Tips and Tricks, talking about making use of trade chat where necessary, and because it's highly competitive market at the moment, depending on your server, of course. The D is ask more, but in Dutch. Oh, really? Listen, summon, ask more. Well, there we go. That works. And the DD, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. So there's an interesting movement going on with legendary sales at the moment. The demand is slowly increasing. Obviously, people who have been on sort of like the busy raid servers are probably seeing more sales than people like myself who are on the low end of the server market. So there's lots of things there to hopefully, if you are in those markets, get some sales and get some profits. But it's not the be-all and end-all of gold making. This is great for those that are in the legendary markets, but there are still plenty of other ways to make gold, certainly. Another thing that happened this week recently was hot fixes for July 15th also include more of the newest additions to the black market auction house have been added to the unclaimed black market container, which you can bid on for as low as 20,000 gold, I believe, and that includes the mighty caravan Brutosaur. So if you are incredibly lucky, you could get the Brutosaur for 20,000 gold if you happen to find a container with one in. But there's a lot of them, as Koish Moya did some math on it with using the Wowhead data and stuff, that you know you'd have to spend a lot to get yourself a good chance of it, but you could be lucky. Yeah, and you'll, like Jack said, you're going to get more people bidding on these things. Just, I mean, I know Hicons did a lot of black market containers just because you could. If you got the spare gold, this is the kind of thing that you throw some gold at it and see. Yeah. Just the 9.1 missions in which the add-on sometimes doesn't take into consideration the followers and enemy skills, and you might lose a mission, even if it's saying a victory, yeah. And then you can sometimes just throw in a couple of extra followers, sometimes. They go for 700k to 1.2 million on your server. Oh really, Zanzibar? That's pretty high. Okay. So you'd have to have... Don't you have to be level 60, or is it 50 now, to be able to buy these containers? Is that still a thing? I'm not familiar with the black market auction house. He hasn't opened one in a while, yeah. You have to be 60, do you? Okay, so it's not so easy to... Say you were doing loads of pet transfers over lots of different realms, or happen to be flipping on lots of different realms. Having a level 60 on every realm is quite an investment of your time, definitely. So I can see why someone wouldn't have that. Unless you pay for boosts and things, but then that's going to cost you even more gold. What if one of us gets a longbow from the container and Mantheus is standing next to us? We have to delete it because we already have it. Basically, yes, if you've already got one, you do have to... you've got the already known on it, yeah. Oh, there's a whole... the broker services. Yes, I did hear about that as well. Yeah. That is for rich folks, definitely, Zanzibar. So it's one of those things, really. I would have preferred to have been able to have got it when it was available, which most of us did. But if you are after one, there is still a small chance of either getting it slightly cheaper or trying to get maybe as much as gold cap to get one in the regular manner as well. It should be still there to bid on as well. Wow, Tommy, this is just like another way of being able to get it. So you've got your options there, certainly. Yeah, so, excuse me, so it would still cost you anywhere from 5 million to 10 million. What was this clip for Lego? Let me just have a quick look.
Can I buy a long boy?
Can I buy a long boy? Excuse me, a tickly throat. Does he buy some gliders? What's this? Does this carry on?
Mailbox in Korthiket works in the rear. Stupid. No, I don't have anything. I'm the worst goblin in history. I don't have any.
The worst goblin in history. Hardly, Mantius, hardly. Proof that he doesn't have a longboy or a mailbox toy. Oh, right, okay. There's personal bodyguards that have longboys. He doesn't even need it. Right, let's carry on with the blog. So, Saigon Paul, if you're still here, making crafting profitable, part 6, DB Min buyout. Now, I've kind of done a more sort of a brevity excerpt from the larger article. So if you want to see the full article about DB Min buyout, click here, and it also has the links to all the previous parts to it as well. So I'd highly recommend going through that. Part 3 is linked to here. So we're mainly talking here about DB Min buyout, a particular variable within TSM that sometimes people think, oh, I should use that because it's the minimum buyout. But there's some very good reasons why you shouldn't use it. But it is there and it is useful in some cases. So the differentiation here first is how it works under Classic and Burning Crusade Classic. The reliance on users doing the scan command, which obviously in Classic can take, it can sometimes be a couple of days before you get someone updating prices on them. Obviously Burning Crusade is a lot more active now at the moment. So this is something to bear in mind, that you're relying on other users scanning the auction house, and it's not a huge amount better under retail because you're still relying on the web API that gets updated every hour or so, and things can not always get updated. So it's a price source that varies quite rapidly but gets updated infrequently, which makes it an unreliable source, but it is useful. As mentioned here, realistically you shouldn't use it. There's only one place that it works, and that is the default craft value method, where it first checks if an auction of that crafted item exists, and if yes, value against that current auction. If no such auction for the crafted item exists, use the market value. So this is where first DB Min buyout, DB market is used, which goes through in more detail in the part 1. So it was a very in-depth explanation of all the whys and wherefores, how it works in Classic, how it works in retail, and when you should use it and why you shouldn't use it. If only we get a DB market short already. I thought that was on the cards, wasn't it? Yeah. There's one thing I'd remove from TSM, it would be DB Min buyout. Good evening, Gumdrops. Good to have you here. And yes, I think it causes more confusion than it solves in most cases, because I think it probably can give people issues if they start using it, certainly. Yeah, I have been actually talking about removing it, yeah. Yeah. And you agree, yeah. It is according to the roadmap. It's actually on the roadmap. I mean, yeah, the DB market short, I think, would be something useful. I mean, what I would possibly like to see is... I'm not sure how I can... I don't want to use DB Min buyout, but I might want to do something in... If I browse for something, I want to somehow reference the price of what TSM has just scanned here. So I would want to be able to do some kind of reference to this number that I've just scanned, and do some kind of if statements and comparisons against my smart average buy price, against the region average, against the DB market, and come up with a set of rules that basically when I do a shopping search, that I can basically go, okay, well, I want to look at this price, and I want to reference this price. And I'm not sure whether there's a variable that actually covers that. I don't think DB Min buyout covers that in that case. I may be wrong there, but I was trying to when I was doing some flipping operations a while ago, I was trying to think about how I would reference that number, and I wasn't quite sure how to reference it. Under my journal, price source is the lowest 15% of what's posted. Okay. A trade, DB min buyout for DB short market. Yeah, a trade would be good. Definitely. Like 1 to 3 days price is handy for new expansions as well. Yes, that is very true. Especially when you see prices really fluctuate and you don't necessarily want to go with the DB market. I mean, they are all sort of small variations of the same theme, and we're really getting down to the smaller nitty gritty. But it's us that this is tailoring for. This the people that want to do some very specific things. Some corrections or errors. If you make mistakes, I would like to know. Update the article. Absolutely, yeah. Oh, I never check those. Yep, there it is. Yeah, I struggle to see mine too dirtier, but you're not alone there. Certainly. Right, let's carry on with the blog. So it was a great article. It really was, Saigon Paul. So thank you for sharing it with the community. I thought it was brilliant. Now on to another one, which I thought was a very well written article. More written like a in-depth thesis with the wording of the article. So I would highly recommend MDMBR. Did a comparison basically on the things learnt through the WoW Economy subreddit and the things we do in the gold making world, and how that would translate to IRL day trading on the stock market or something similar like that, certainly. And it went through a lot of detail. Really, I tried to summarize it in some form here by taking a few snippets, but I don't think I really did it justice. I think the idea is to get yourself a good coffee and sit down and read it, because it was very interesting. Just talking about the comparisons between different things you do if you day trade and the different techniques involved, and comparing that with things we do on the auction house with sniping, looking at material prices and things like that. It was brilliant. I got a few snippets here about sort of like encountered the question whether Goblin principles learned on the auction house in various WoW markets were applicable into real life. And the answer is a resounding yes. You can convert Goblin principles learned from this community into principles that apply to real life, specifically to making money. The approach was entirely based on what they learned from Shayra regarding sniping, and from Mantheus and Samadan about how to identify trends, calculate expectations, and accurately project profitability, which was really good. I mean, and they went through and did all the different things they did and how they compared. So I thought it was a great article. And for the record, with my own experience of managing IRL money, it's gone through many highs and lows, just like WoW, with experiments in different markets aplenty. So, but for me, the basis of my gold making IRL still lies in professions, as it does with real life. That's the thing that makes me the most gold and pays for my WoW token. As a society, we have notification overload. Your brain tunes out little red ones now. Yeah, that is true, actually. Very true. Is it possible to scan the auction house in-game for a specific group of items? You can, Typhorus, if you put something in a group and run a shopping scan. Or did you mean something more specific than that? That means a real one, no Starbucks. And just invest in what you're willing to lose. Exactly, Darkwing. That's good. That's good advice for both the Goblin world in World of Warcraft and for real life as well. Especially if you're doing something that has risks involved, like day trading and what have you. But that pretty much sums up the Wowhead blog. Our note is in with the first comment. Fantastic. Even made it into the blog. It was that quick. Thank you all for sharing all your knowledge and making this possible. If you are watching through the embed and you have any questions, please do come on through, and I will be happy to answer them, certainly. There you are, Anita. You made it live. So I'll close that for now. We'll carry on with our restocking. If you want to come through, please do. And we'll carry on with our gold making, which we were currently in the process of restocking our characters. We were working on Bridget for dual crafting at this point, so we'll go through and have a look at our other characters. We need to somehow get some Stygia so we can get our Crafter's Mark III for Earthen. That's another one. You want to shout out. There we go. So Samadan's restocked, Bridget's restocked. Earthen, our leather worker, has been making the most gold this month with leather working, and we haven't even got any legendaries posted. Nothing significant anyway, just a couple of rank 1 and 2s, and we are also looking at, we're not quite there at the Crafter's Mark III market yet. Just posting auctions whilst lurking, absolutely, Arnota. That's always a good thing. Those that lurk are the backbone of any stream. Just to beat that goblin, your Reddit thing is not actually part 6. Just had to derail the series because people were using DB Minbar incorrectly, forcing a side quest article. That happens all the time with me. I'm very well used to that kind of thing, so don't worry. We'll call it part 6 for now, certainly. Right, what have we got here? Nothing in the mail. And on our Brutosaur we have auctions, nothing sold yet, but there's not a huge amount of stuff on here. Des Advance, we do have it at Honoured now, so there's no point making any Crafter's Mark III here on Earth. And what we really want though is to get some Stygia. So I might hold off on the restocking here. Reputation wise, we're now done with Des Advance, we've got Honoured. So we now need to move on over to the next thing on our list, which is the Archivist Codex, currently at tier 2. So we're going to have to carry on working with that for the moment. Can be Samo, good evening to you. We've just finished the Wowhead block, but thank you for stopping by. I assume I'm a professional stock trader in real life. No, not at all, Typhorus. Couldn't be further from the truth. I am a freelance 3D artist. So I do all creative stuff, which makes me my WoW token, my IRL token, thankfully. Right, so next one, there we go. Digital renders, there we are. Professional stock trader. I've never tried it. Mrs. Samadan has a few things that she's traded our money in, but I have been also notoriously bad with my IRL money, so some of my failures have been massive failures and very poor areas of judgment, so I wouldn't always recommend my my IRL habits, that's for sure. Oh, sock trader. I don't have many socks actually. With all the walking I'm doing though, that's fair enough. I free elves. I free house elves, that's what I do. There we go, Darkwing's with me. Be a free dipper. Alright, let's have a look. We need to head to... I'm guessing the Moor rather than Korthia would be better for Stygia here, but I'm not sure how many people are really doing the rares in the Moor nowadays. So I'm not sure if that's my best option in terms of getting stuff. Let's have a look. Let's as are most artists. That's true. Let's have a look. Let's go through here. Jack's a professional cheese trader. This is true. So let's have a look. There are rares obviously we can go and have a look for. we could start looking at our archivist codex stuff. We'll do that whilst looking for rares, and we'll see. Need to binge the Harry series again soon. It's a good series to go through. I've been consuming Disney Plus at the moment, going through all the Marvel bits, Marvel and Star Wars. I've been consuming a huge amount at the moment. Right, what have we got? Oh, that's Croak the Tormented. Now, this is my first theory. Do these give Stygia? Have I already killed this one? I'm not sure, actually. I'll have a look. Is anyone actually bothering to kill this? It's not actually. Now, if this isn't on my rare scanner, does that mean I've already done it? I'm thinking I might have done already today. I'll just pop in a... oops, that's the wrong one. I'll pop in a little test. Have a look. I don't think this is necessarily what I want. I don't think this is going to... well, we'll see. We'll see if it gives me any Stygia. That's the test here. Whether I've killed it or not. We'll go on from here. And if this isn't the case, then we'll see if we can find another rare, and if that gives me Stygia. But we'll also do the Korthiket stuff and the Archivist Codex stuff, shall we say. Then we've got these rune chits. Like 19 rune chits. We actually use the rune chits. You have a chance to receive a new rune chit or a junk duplicate. Okay. So we'll have to see how that works. There we go. Now, what do we get in the actual loot here? We got 7 Stygia. Not a huge amount, but it's something. Okay. She's got to 51%. The fight ends at 50%. Then it moves to another phase, doesn't it? Does it? Oh, does it end completely at 50%? If it ends completely at 50%, then that's nearly over, isn't it? Wow. No worries, Vallegro. Okay. Good luck, Echo. Let's go have a look at this cave whilst I'm over here. Oh, Fleshwing was over there. Let's go back a minute. Hold on. I didn't see that Fleshwing had popped. Might be too late because it's all the way over in the corner. See if I can get there. Yeah, I was hoping it would make it at least till reset. The flies are still up. People still putting the corpses in. So we might still have a chance here. Oh no, there's a demon here. This is something different. Okay, no, here comes Fleshwing. Okay, we're all right. Let's pop that in. Give ourselves a tag. If we can get there. We've also got another rare thing happening at the same time, I think. We'll have a look. We'll see what happens here. I do like the pacing of the rares and everything in Korthiket. I think it works really well. Jamolingo, thank you so much for the follow. Just passing by, leaving a follow. It's too many streams and have no money to play a game yourself, and because bad PC and no expecting anything, just giving follows. You know, over 400 people in follow. Well, that's very kind of you. Thank you for stopping by. Classy doesn't count, but it's been done already 15 years ago. Yeah, I mean that's true. That doesn't count. That's very interesting. This is going to finish all the way soon. So does the whole fight just end at 50%? Does it not go into a different area or something? Right, what have we got that time? Ethereal meat. No Stygia at all on that one, interestingly. Let's just skin these whilst they're lying here. No one else is going to skin them. I'll grab that. Is that all done? Yeah, that's all done. Right, okay. Let's go back over to this cave we were over. Slight digression. So, Fleshwing we can get rid of. There we are. Get rid of cutscene, then you can loot after the video. Oh really? Dressing rose. Okay, so that is very short indeed then. Wow. How's our friend Pogo? Is he here? Don't see him. Let's carry on. Yeah, the lag's not too bad here at the moment, so that's good. It was terrible the other day. More shrooms and stuff. We get Stygia from rescuing souls, I believe, don't we? That could be an option. Let's grab this whilst I'm here. Okay. Accept the Book of Binding Mad Witch. That's done. And then there's another cave I think we need to do. Sub 30% executes war mainly, but to a less extent rats and some hunters really enough. Yeah, I guess it would do in that case specifically. Right, Diviner's rune chits. Let me just check this in my bags. What have we got here? Diviner's rune chit. Check the rune chit against your current collection. So there's one there and there's ones here. Check uniqueness. Okay. Well, those are worth looking at. We've got 4 of 20. 5 of 20, okay. So rune chits we need. Oh yeah. Collect 15 more of those. So that's good. And she's got the hit points compensate. She has twice the hit points of normal bosses. Oh, okay. Well, you'd expect that, certainly. Alright, enter the cave. Next thing in this list. If this is not getting me any Stygia, I can always go in and rescue some souls. Probably infected vestige has shown up. Where's that? Chamber of Knowledge. No. Okay. This is... in which cave are we going in? I don't think there's one there. Oh, there is one there. Oh, this is the one with the grommets. Okay. Enter the cave. And the thing we want is... is it down here? No, it's up there. Where is it? I've done this one, and then you collect the pages. Must be... ah, it's around the corner. I remember now. Just ignore all the stuff. We can always shadow meld if it gets a bit too hairy. Right, let's go here and shadow meld. Then we'll grab that, and then we go collect the pages up after this. Because we have to go a fair amount through this anyway. We should be able to pick these up without... it's going a little bit laggy here now as well. I was going to watch out for that. Might as well do some mining whilst I'm here. Oh no, I haven't got mining. What am I thinking? I'm thinking I was at El Morte. Wrong character. Different tank, but wrong character. Oh yeah, let's go. We should, especially with the lag, be able to grab this. There's another page over there we missed actually. Would have been handy to get that one. Come on, we can get this one. Otherwise I'm going to have to kill them. Yeah, I think the lag's causing me problems here. Let's just go through. Kill these, it'll be quicker in the end. There we go. Okay, what did I miss? Finally, an end boss that isn't 10 times bigger than the players. Yeah, there is that as well, actually, isn't there? Normal size is always good. Hold on, I'm just pressing all the wrong buttons. Okay, I think I'm hitting a bit more lag here, which is causing me problems whilst I'm fighting and picking up the pages. Slightly more frustrating. Okay, Shard of Day, good evening to you. We have the hair of Korthiket Crystal. This is true. Okay, let's grab that. We can skin these as well whilst we're here. Yeah, it's definitely getting a little bit laggy here because I've lost my page. Go down and grab this one. Get the others from here, yeah. Got the normal 60% increase. If you eat Gigantic Feast, you almost get to her size. That's nice though. Alright. Yeah, it's very slow. So I've got 4 or 12 here to get. Should be quite a few in here. Usually. Again, if I run in, normally I'm okay with getting these between. Yeah, I picked one up then. The last time I was in here, it was quite empty, so I could do with going over this way. Now I've got a few on me, and they're all in the way, so I'm just going to have to kill these. Okay, this is quite a bit slower than I would normally like it. Obviously, people aren't here, so I'm going to... Well, I'm in the middle of doing it, so I'm going to carry on, grab the pages I want, and then I'll skedaddle out of here. This isn't quite what I want to be spending my time doing at this point. I mean, it is useful because we are making progress with our Archivist Codex, which we do need for our Crafter's Mark IV. How much that is going to be useful for leatherworking, I don't know at this point. I'm more interested in the Crafter's Mark 3 and getting that going, which means I know we could try some I guess we could try an assault. That might get me some Stygia. That could be an option, actually thinking about it. Can't see these grommets without thinking Wallace and Gromit. No, you want cheese. I see the comparison, definitely. Yeah, I got some heavy callous hide out of that one though, so that was worth it. I'm sure I just picked that up. There we go, 7 of 12. Okay, that's not too bad. I'll grab these. There we are. And there's another one here. That's 2 here actually. And that one. If I can get it quickly. Around this side. Tell you what we'll do, we'll shadow meld and then pick up the one. There we go. And then we'll run out of here, and there should be a couple more on the other side. Shouldn't have to go too far to get this one. And then I know there's one at the top which we can run up, grab, and then disappear again, and then we should be good for that. Okay. Camp Popcorn, good evening to you. Best greetings from Germany. I just want to say to you, I really enjoy your comfortable streams and YouTube videos, helpful and interesting. Stay as you are. Well, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Oh, there's one just here, in fact. This is what we want. There it is. Enough. And then we can jump outside, Shadow Meld if we need to. Oh no, got that still on a cooldown, so we'll have to wait on that one. There we go. Okay, we're good. Unique equips killing the price of 230 gear on your server as well. Well, I wouldn't be, but then can you imagine what the state would be if it wasn't unique equipped? I can see the need for a limitation of that kind, certainly. Right, I'm going to go hand. There's a singing steel ingot one here as well. Okay. This is a bit of a rabbit chase, going from one to another. So what I'll do is well, that's all the way over there actually. Okay, what I'm going to do is leave this. This isn't necessarily going to get me what I want at this point. The Stygia is what I do want. We are 1844 of that. I wonder if I'll get a better option rather than these. Is going into the regular more, maybe check the assault that's on the. I did that. Oh, there's consumptions up. There we go. Let's do that whilst we're here. So yeah, this is what I like about the doing the res. You just find them along the way. I tend to find just the same regular ones as I'm doing my dailies. But it makes for a nice routine. You see them up and you go for it, definitely. Sell velocity of 230 is insane. Slowed down on some markets due to more competition, but for the last 2 weeks been selling a lot more 230 than each 200 sold. Oh really? That's quite the grind though to be able to get both of those. Congratulations on doing those. Okay, we got one Stygia out of that. Really? Okay. Very, very few and far between in terms of sources of Stygia for this. So we'll leave that for now. Rares are not my friend at this point. Let's do the Archivist Codex stuff whilst we're here. You're on full pop and cancel scanning too. Oh, that's fair enough. You've got to do what works for you and your realm, certainly. From floods all over the Netherlands, Belgium and Germany. Stay safe. Oh really? Is there loads of floods at the moment? Likewise, stay safe. Hope you are. And forest fires in Canada. Wow. A lot of natural disasters going on at the moment, yeah. More dailies might be the best bet for Stygia. Do you mean the Korthiket ones, Will? Or the ones actually on the other side with the Venari? Those ones. Yeah, I think you may be right. Let's go with that. Complete. And this one. Complete that. There we go. That's a decent amount of codex stuff. Whilst we're here, we'll deposit any extra ones. Yeah. Yeah, old more ones with the Venari. Okay. The assault should give a good bit as well. I think let's try the assault because where are we at in terms of those? Which one was it? I don't think it's on my list actually. Or maybe it's in the weekly one. No, it's not in that one. Where's Samadan? Hellsworn Battle Plans. It wasn't that either. Okay, let's have a look. What have we got on the map? On the more, it was. Did we do it on this character? I don't think we did. Yeah, this one. Unified Aid, a Covenant, and Assault is what we want. Let's go have a look. Let's go this way. You have lots of smoke more than 600 kilometers away from the fires, and that is a huge amount, as we were talking earlier, weren't we, Saganpol? Right, let's go. This is what we want. If we bring up the guide for this, if we go here, Covenant Assaults, let's load this one up. Is it Night Fae Assault? Oh, I didn't realise it's changed. I must have. Did it change today? It must have done. Okay. Yeah, it gives gear as well, which is what I'm thinking. That was my thinking for me, as I'm currently still item level 178. It changed yesterday, did it? Okay. I can't remember when I did it on Samadan. Let's also, whilst we're here, like Will was suggesting, some Venari quests might help us in this situation, if they happen to be nearby. That one, and this one, Cost of Death, not sure if that's a daily, is it? Here to trade, required items 800 Stygia. For what though? Does that give me Stygia? Or I'm going to spend the Stygia. I don't want to spend the Stygia. I think that's spending it. Yeah, I don't want to do that one. You give her 800, that's what I thought. Okay, not doing that one. Thank you, Zanzibar, for the sanity check. You spend the Stygia for rep. Now, if I was in a situation where that would have been useful, I would have done. Borgeth is up. Don't think anyone would be killing him at this point. No. Let's carry on and do the assault. To get 1,000 rep, yeah, we'll leave that one. That is not necessary. I can't remember how much we get for rescuing a soul from them. I don't think I've even picked up the rescue souls in the more weekly quest. Oh, I have got it here. It's 15. There we go. And that gave me 20 Stygia. Okay, so that's worth doing. Let's rescue souls whilst we're here. That one's too close to mobs, so I'll just avoid that one. Now we need to go over there, so I'm going to go this way, I think. Iconics is here. Let's go along. Oh, there's a load of stuff up here. Just going to avoid them though, because it's quite tricky in this area. And everything attacks you, which is also the problem. Now I have done this once before, so I should be familiar with this. Last time I do it. There we go. Okay, so the hunt has begun indeed. Let's grab that. I'll join the hunt. Pick up that. Pick up that. Still a little bit laggy. That's right over my face. I'll keep it there for the moment. What does this do? This is the do a dark corner 11 by shades. Okay, and that one gives me that as well. Okay, so there's lots of there's lots of stuff to do here. Help Roman clear out the crucible. Okay, let's head out this way. I'll do this in the order as it suggests, because oh yes, we follow you and you do your thing. There's the thing that happens here, I think. Let's do the correct one, so there we go. Okay. Let's follow him around. I don't know where he starts. Are we back at the beginning? Yeah. You have something on your face, by the way. Yeah. A whole load of icons. I need to find a better position for those. Right in the middle doesn't really work. Yeah, I must have clicked it by mistake because it's now gone. Right, there we go. There's an imprisoned soul just here, so we'll do that. Ah, invalid. More Sworn Ritual book. Pick up some stuff whilst we're here. Let's go grab this one. We'll do that whilst I'm going to go and attack this stone prison. And then I'll come back to you and help you out. More of a side quest, this one. But this should give me the Stygia that I'm going to need. I think that's going to give me the Stygia more than anything else. But I might as well do this whilst I'm doing it, because it's obviously extra stuff. Was there a soul there? No. Where are you? It's a stone prison. Just make sure I don't stay too far behind on this. I don't know how much I need to be involved in the killing of stuff. I don't know what counts, what doesn't count. Yeah. Echo almost killed Savanas, 52%, 51%. Wow, that's close. Have they done it? Be amazing if they have. You're watching on your second one, so yeah, let us know. Let us know, that's going to be fantastic to watch. Obviously, I will understand if you want to go over and watch that at the same time. I think this is the last one we need here, actually. Oh yeah, you helped out with that. Can do that. And is that it? Oh, more stuff. Okay. Just grab those. We've got extra here. Doing my tanky abilities a bit too well here. Oh well, I'm taking aggro. I'm hoping for a very long tier to make a Veiled Runes worth the flip. Well, I mean, yes, I guess there was that as an option. There we go. Helped you do that, that's good. There was a soul here, but it's disappeared. Right, that's done. What's next? Help Droman defeat Lord Dritnal. That's this one here. Okay, let's help this one. As you're here, busy doing that already. I'll do that one as well. Yeah, didn't they say that there wasn't going to be a secret phase though? Well, as far as I understood it. Hoping this is the pull. Crossing your fingers. Good luck. Good luck, Echo. I was there whilst they did a couple of their wins early on, and it's just great to hear everything kick off when they do it. It's fantastic. Right, okay. So next up, Dark Marrows. Let's go have a look where these are. Kill enemies around this area. That's Stone Prison here. I'll grab that whilst we're here. There we go. Best is first. Big Dumb Gaming takes second place. I'd like it to be mixed up a little bit, certainly. I think that always... so I'll grab you. That always adds for a little bit of excitement. One more question to TSM. How do you set up your auction scan to post all of your quantities of that one item instead of just two? So that's down to your post cap. If you go into your group and have a look at your operations, say your auctioning operations. See, I've got ones here that are mass 200, which will post a post cap of 200, whereas I've got some things I only post 5 of one thing, so you change your post cap here. So make a different group depending on how many you want to post for that particular item. Right, Dark Marrows, where are they? That's just from killing enemies in this area. I'm about to Riftstone interested in Dark Corner of Existence. Don't know if I need to do that. Or is this actually down... Do I need to kill things in here? Hopeless Vessels don't look like they have anything. Looks like... here we go. Furious Shade. Let's try this. have the Dark Marrows I need. I also need to use Lady Moonberry's wand, use it on enemies all over this area. Stomp 15 snails. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I think, oh, that's over here. Yeah, got there quick enough for that one. And some over here though. Brought them back to this druid so we can do them both together. It's always hard to see when you've got a very big icon in the middle. There we go. There we go. You're in combat, I can't use that one at the moment. Okay, that's fine. Grab that. Hopefully get some marrows from there. The Furious Shade there. There's a whole load of things here as well. Resonant Misery. They might have things. Might be a bit risky grabbing those as well, but we'll try. Where's our friend here? We'll do this at the same time. I thought we had to, there was one time we were just collecting little pets and things from here. I wonder if that's the case here on this one. I'm missing that at this point. We'll find out soon enough. I'll just do one at a time whilst I'm here. There we go, that's the Marrows. Kill more spawn enemies around this area. So where's this one? Use Lady Moonberry's wand. Ether Worm Cage. I'm not sure if that is the case here. Let me just move here. There we go. Enter the rift. And now we have to go this way, I would say, by the looks of things. And collect the missive scraps. I'm guessing we need to kill these. Let's try this. Or is it these rifts we need to close with the failed trap? I think we need to do those. Okay. There we are. 4 Twitch tabs, Scribe, now Mirrors and Samadan. That's a good mix. I'm honoured to be included as part of those. I can't see at all what I'm fighting, because I've got my icons right in the middle, which really doesn't help. I need to adjust my bartender slightly on that front. Let me just double check that there's nothing coming in there. Yep, that's all fine. We need to kill these in the rift anyway, so that's good. Okay, so that should be good. Yeah, go on the other screen. Pro Raider, you there? Exactly. Now, what are these? I'm not sure what these are going to be on Bartender. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons, that's for sure. Yeah, at least we can loot them, finally. And then I think do each of these corners. Get it? Ah. It's slightly annoying. There we go. Then we can save you. Having to do this all on the side here. Where's my icon? There it is. Got you on the toe. Okay. I need to clear this out. Where is it going to be? I was through the tanks, and I was always tanking for Echo in MDI. Oh, okay. I was following Gingy's stream mainly. Alright, /BT Bartender. What's this going to be? Extra action bar? Positioning center. Left. Offset 100. Let's just pop them over there. That way I'm not completely blindsided by them. That's a little bit easier. There we go. Go clear these. All this for a little bit of Stygia. Well, it's also a chance of getting some equipment, which is actually worth doing. These are longer than the Korthiket dailies, but for these characters that are under-geared, I think it is a good idea. Right, we also need to... I don't know if we need to kill that big thing, but let's carry on with everything else. Let's go... find the rifts first, I think. We've got loads of these to kill. There's another one down there. How many of these do I need to kill? Not sure exactly. Let's try this. Try doing a few at once. What's the worst that could go wrong? 6 and that. So far so good. We're holding our health, which is good. We seem to do a lot of damage in those little things, but that's not too bad actually. Well, I've got 4 of 8, so okay, we do need to kill a fair few of these. That's fair enough. Kshatriya? I hope I've semi-pronounced that alright. Thank you so much for the follow. Right, are we done? Okay, 5 of 8. That's done. That's good. Okay. New Covenant More missions just take too long. These Covenant ones are a little bit long, certainly. I think with the extra thing you have to do at the end, it does make it a little bit more grindy and hard to do on multiple alts. I find I tend to do maybe 1 or 2 of them a week across all characters. I certainly don't do both on everyone all the time. It's just too much. I just don't have the time for that. Not for the rewards that I get out of it. Let's get this one done, and then it's just Hungering Manifestations, I think, after this. I did see another player hanging around, so it's always useful if I can share some kills with them. There we are. Let's get over there. I've got 1. Let's go bring some more with them. Have they got any more? They're a paladin, so they'll kill stuff quickly. There's one. I'll go grab that one over here. I'll come back here. Get a couple at the same time. And this should be it. There we are, 8 of 8. Shady place completed, so then we can head out of here. Then we're left with 14 snails still. We also have to do more sworn missive scraps, so we have to kill a whole load of more sworn. I want to just head... Is it over here for the lady? No, that's the missive scraps. That's just anywhere in here. Right, okay, where's this? Dark Corner of Existence is something else. 52, 2 dead, 51% white. Ouch, it sounds tough. It's so tense. Okay, doing 5 time walking dungeons for 226 gear. Yeah, I mean that's again a big mission of time as well, isn't it? Very close. Right, if I can do some of these, because we're also getting some extras here, like the provoked regulator. Maybe. There's another one over there. I can grab you. I'm also gonna grab this one, because more sworn is more sworn, basically. I just got to be a bit careful with my health, because I think I've overpulled now, and that could be very bad. see, this is going to be bad if I do overdo it. But luckily we had help, so that's good. Phew. Close. What do we got? 6 out of 10 for that. Okay. They're not all more swans, so we'll carry out Old Stone Prison whilst I'm here. Don't forget our 15 souls from the Maw. That'll give us a renown as well, so that is definitely worth doing. So that's done. Almost have it. Vanished and zerged the whole team. She's just playing dead. Hunter move. Alright, let's get this stone prison. There's another more spawn over there. I'll go grab that. Get some easy kills here. I don't know about this snails thing. Use it on enemies all over this area. Where's the wand? Lady Moon's wand. Use the wand to transform a weakened enemy into a snail. Oh, right, okay. Can I use that on the more swarm things? Will that still give me the thing I want? I'm not sure. Let's test this on something. I'll try it on this one, ideally. I'll obviously end up pulling all 3, of course, as you would. Right, let's try this. Target must be below 50% health. Let's try that. There we go, that worked. Let me squash it. Do we just stand on it? Or do we actually have to kill it? Let's do another one. I'm not sure if we will get our correct kill with this though, so there's maybe a bad use for that. Let's try it anyway. Did that work? We did get something there. Let's try this again. Did that work? Yes it did. Okay, fantastic. Let's try another one. Not quite there. There, another snout. Oh, it comes back. Okay, let's wait for the cooldown. We have to kill them whilst they're. Let's get that one again. There we go. Oh, it came back. Alright, I'm just going to kill these ones. They're still doing their not snaily things, they're casty things whilst I'm trying this. Yeah, they are definitely longer, aren't they? Right, does that work? Snails 3 of 15. Okay. Well, let's try again. Let's try it one at a time this time. Don't think I got my things I needed from these though, so this may be something I'll have to do slightly differently. Let's try this. So I have to kill it within a certain amount of time, I think. This doesn't count. There we go, that's squished. Did we still get the missives? Not sure, we still need another 4 of those. Right, okay, I'm just going to have to keep on killing stuff, I think. Best bet is just keep killing stuff. See what there's a use right click option for the snail. Yeah, just whilst I'm here. Oh no, you killed it too quickly. I hadn't made it a snail. Thank you for your help, but I actually wanted that snail as it was. I wanted it intact so I could turn it into a snail rather. Right, another one of those done. Let's find some more sworn. Let's go down here. A whole load of people. There's more souls. This is definitely going to give me the Stygia I need just by rescuing the souls, which is extra, but handy. What I want is the more sworn, not these crucible things. 13 of 15, almost there. Was that one? Yeah, I just saw you running up there. Come back. Let's see if I can get you down to the right health amount. There we go. And then that one. It's going to die before this cools down. Quick, 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 quick. Oh, just in time. Did that count? 6 of 15? We don't get the loot we want though, I don't think, if we do that. So I might have to kill these in natural form as well as snail form. Or I could do the crucible things in snail form and do these elsewhere. That could be an option as well. Right click the snail to jump on. Oh right, thank you Justin Rose, that's what you meant. Okay. Let me have a look. Ah, I see. Oh, poor snails. I would never recommend doing that. Okay, we got everything all in one go. Okay, so we just need 7 more snails. Alcon said it first. Yes, I didn't understand what you meant, but now I do. Thank you for the clarification. I thought you meant the spell. I was right-clicking on it to make it happen. Yeah. Right. Now these can be snailed, so that's good. Let's take these down. That's the official wording of it. Oh, this makes a horrible sound as well. Oh, it's so sad. It's not what I want to do to snails. Don't stand on snails. They're good food for birds. Oh yeah. Okay. Gruesome though it is the requirement, so we'll carry on. That's quick. Okay, and this one. All this is eventually not just the Stygia, but also to right, 11 of 15, another few more. These seems to be quite a good area to be doing them. So let's do that there. I'm sorry, I got that druids kill before they got a chance to attack. They found some other ones though. See, that's what I would like with faction mode off. I'd like to be able to share kills with horde players. There's no point us one person being able to tag it and someone else not being able to do it. We're way beyond that now in this game. We should be able to both tag it, like you can with rares and what have you. Right. How are we doing? Another 2, yeah, another 2 which should do it. And we also need one more soul, so that's over there as well, in that stone prison. Now I've got a bit of a system and I know what I'm doing, it makes a lot more sense. Alright, there we go, okay. The RP of Hello Pandaren, your Horde or Alliance, and then go with I'm a friend, let's go and have some fun. Yeah, exactly. Did that work? Yes it did. Just need to click on it. There we go. Okay, that one done. Snail stomped, stone prison done, because they are grabbing that one, so we can help with this one. That one's done, that's another renown, which will help us with our catch-up. And let's have a look what we've got left, which is turn in all of these nice quests. Not up here, just up the top. Somewhere. Ah, yes, over here. Might have to feign death. No, not feign death. Shadow Meld. There we go. Right, what have we got? Not that one. That one. Hand those in. Grab those. Collect all of that. We've got a nice Warglaive. That's an upgrade. I'll take. Grab that. Complete that. What do we have next? I think this is the problem. It is just too long, really. This is where I'd like to be finished with it. We don't really need this extra stuff, because it's already grindy enough to get to this point of the amount of stuff you have to kill. Right, okay, we've got to do the whole keep us hidden thing. I think I'm okay at the edge. I think I'm alright here. That's fine. Where are we headed next? Oh, no. Blinding dust. That got us, unfortunately. That work?
My weapons don't work here.
And next, oh, finding dust. Because they're everywhere here. I think everyone keeps on distracting them in different directions, which makes it hard. Oh. Yeah, we're using it, we're using it. Okay, and next is over here and up higher. No, over there. That one work? No. Okay, that one. Oh, no. Let's try that. Oh, close. Not quite. Follow the path up. It's so hard to see in this darkness as well. Can actually see where the path is up. I think, there's stairs there, isn't it? There's another one there. There we go. Oh. That was right in the middle of us. Didn't want that. And the next is over here. Hidden. Oh. Oh. Oh no, that could work. No, no, come on. Oh, we were so close. Oh, that's so frustrating. It doesn't help when multiple people are doing the same thing at the same time. Right, let's try that again. Let's see if I can get myself over there rapidly. We are with a friend here, so we're going to have to vie for separate attention. there. Actually, no, we can just use the blinding dust for that. Okay, wait for you to use yours. I'll stay with you. But we do need to be careful here. This is the hard part. Right. I think that one worked. I think that one worked. Okay, there we go. I'm going to go with that. Hopefully, this will be it. Is that it? No, back out. I'm going to go around this way. So, no. Thankfully, we do have the blinding dust. Otherwise, this will be a right pain to do. "61,000 people watching Echo." Wow. I mean, that is great. That to me is, okay, WoW's doing well. So let's start out with that. Am I missing something here? Kill Dark Mist. We're not joining in the combat. I assume we're okay? Dead game my eye, exactly. Doing just fine. Some people are just trying other stuff out. Exactly with it. I completely agree. And there's nothing wrong with that either. I think claiming the sky is falling in, I think it's a bit Chicken Little, really, isn't it? Right, okay, we did that. Fantastic. And we got... we did get some good reputation there with Death's Advance 350. And Wild Hunt increased by 1,000. So that would be useful on Bridget, who is just shy of getting what she needed. But what I really want to do here... Do I have any croissant things to be able to teleport from here? These. Let's pop one down here next to my guild bank. Let's go from here, Cipher Relocation. Because they're right in the middle. And then we'll need to head to Korthiket, so let's do the fly thing, which is down here. So this is, after all of that, I'm assuming I have enough Stygia for that. Currency wise, yeah, 2,182. We need 2,000. So let's jump down here and grab this. This was kind of the whole point. It was a bit of a long-winded way of doing it. We tried a couple of things with the Archivist Codex that didn't quite work, but we did get some reputation there, so that wasn't completely wasted time. It was just not necessarily what I wanted to do today, because I wanted to get... So we're looking here, Crafter's Mark 3 and leatherworking gear. I have a feeling that should be quite good. I don't know how expensive it's going to be to make. I have a reasonable stock of leatherworking materials. And obviously skinning's doing really well at the moment, so I expect prices of that to be fairly reasonable. Let's have a look. Let's hand this in whilst we're here. We've also got that renown. Got to remember that. But what I want to do here, we've got another thing here. What's this one? Keepers of the Waystone. Matter of urgency. Search for the Fate Scribe. Okay, we can do that. Wasn't what I was planning on doing. We're going to do this first. Recipe, Crafter's Mark 3 is what we would like. Yes, please. Grab that. And we will learn that for sure, if I can find it. There it is. There. I don't think I got the Stygia I needed. I got more Stygia from doing the Rescue the Souls, because they gave me 20 each. Right, okay. I just overheard Mrs. Samadan saying she's done 3 hours of hairdressing. It's going to be interesting. Right, so yeah, Lost Souls, that's what did it. So let's have a look. We want to look at leatherworking. Welcome back, Saigon Paul. We are looking at Crafter's Mark III. Requires heavy desolate leather, heavy callous hide, pallid bone, penumbra thread, and curing salt. We don't have a... well, the crafting cost here is 687 gold. That's not too bad, actually, looking at that. We probably need to make a whole bunch of them. I can make 11 already. So let's just craft those now. Back to 56%. Wow. Do you think they'll get them? If you also the leather 230 seems to go really cheap, but blacksmithing is still strong. Okay, well that's good to know. I mean, it does seem to be very much server dependent on these. I don't know what the price of these is going to be for me on my server. I'm just going to take the ones I've got at the moment. Let's have a look. So shade bound. We're missing some heavy desolate leather for a lot of this. So we can probably just make a bunch of that. Let's make maybe 50 to start off with out of our heavy desolate. We've got quite a lot here anyway, so that should be good. 51.2 and wipe again. Oh, that's so close. There must be something happening at that specific thing that's getting them. It's very close, yeah. Longscreen, Bloodlust, Heroism at Pull, and then again in phase 3, yeah. We'll do it today, I'm fairly sure. I think they're going to just go for it, aren't they? If they had stayed up, it would have been a win. Wow. It's close. It's great to watch. I thank you all for keeping me up to date here. So that is pretty amazing. Right, so heavy desolate leather, just still working through that. So I basically want to set these up ready for crafting a whole bunch of them and selling them eventually. So shade bound and shadow scale is what I will be doing on these. If I have enough, I've got a little bit on these. I'm guessing one of everything ideally, and the same with the shadow scale. Might have to get some stuff from the guild bank though. It says 125. I'm not sure exactly what's the difference there. Probably standing on the swirlies, that's my best guess. I think so too, Will. My analysis of the situation, I concur. Right, okay, so shade-bound greaves, and then we'll add in Crafter's Mark III. I'll queue one up. Actually, no, I'm going to do this with the standard interface just to be safe. It's easier to see sometimes. So shade-bound leggings, Crafter's Mark III, create. No, we're not gonna wear this. We're gonna sell it. Crafter's Mark III. Now I'm missing heavy callous hide. Do I have any? None. Can I make heavy callous hide? I can make some. Okay. So let's craft 10 maybe. Let's go from that. Flick on the lights during the day. Oh really? Yeah. I mean that smoke must be really affecting the light levels then. How am I doing for callous hide? Well, Hellfire has a fair amount in her bags, so that's useful. I can always send some over. So I've done specialise, shade bound, leggings. Okay, so leggings I did one, pauldrons. Did I do one? I don't think I made one. I made all the heavy desolate. Shadebound greaves I did. So shadebound pauldrons. One of those. Create. I'll just do the shadebound set first. Vest. Create. Helm. Gauntlets. Waist. Full set of item level 200 gear. I'm not sure what the crafting cost is on these. It's not that high really, looking at it. Under 1,000 all in, I think. So with that all set, we now need to look at our groups. So we have Shade Shadow at 168. We'll take off the operations for these now. Those are no longer needed. What I will do is I want to do a group that's like this. So let's do armor sets. We'll call this out. We'll have to change the numbers on these. This will be number 3. I could get rid of the whole Shade Shadow. I want to keep it for the moment. Shade Shadow 200. And I'll just take the legendary base and I'll rename that number 4. I'll do a proper group for this soon, but leather, we'll do that. Auctioning operations, crafting operations. So we want 2 of each of these. It will take into account the crafting cost of those based on the Crafter's Mark 3 on a leather worker. And auctioning operation, average crafting singles max 8. DV market crafting singles max 8, something like that should work. I think I was using, what was I using for that? Cell crafting plus. Okay, we don't really need those at that point. Then items wise, we want it by item level. Don't see them in here apart from the tread, so I'm going to do a reload for that and see what happens. Heavy kind of still expensive on Shadow Song, yes, always. Parents in Lord's house next week to look after their cat. Think I'll bring your laptop and spend the week cleaning your banks and such. Don't want to bring your PC and 12 kilo screen. You just for 4 days. No, a laptop would be much easier. Limits at 60%. Echo's got this. Wow, that's very close. Lawrence, good evening to you as well. Hope you're doing well. We're just setting up our Crafter's Mark 3 for leatherworking, hopefully. Groups wise, shade, shadow, leather, by item level. There we go. So a reload helped that. So this is all item level 200. Random stats. Take all of those, add those into the group. Then I'm also just going to, under a misc transmog, have I got anything else? It's not really transmog, but I wanted to put the veiled augment rune in here. So I might just, for now, just going to pop that in. That's not really where I want to put it, but I'm going to put it in anyway. So we do another reload just in case. And then see how that goes. And then we should be in a good position, I think. Very chill old cat, doesn't like many pets, but he enjoys someone being home. Oh, that's nice. Bit of company, a lap to sit on. Yeah. No problem, Saigon Ball. Good to see you streaming, certainly. Mentally, with my revenue going progressively downwards, do I double down on cancel scanning, try new things like gathering, or just move away from the auction house? Admit it's time to wait for the next batch. I certainly don't double down on cancel scanning. I try to do new things. I try to expand on what I can do, certainly. So if something isn't particularly working, I'll look at my markets and I'll just adjust them from there, usually. Thank you, Vallegro. Just finishing off here, I wanted to get this done because I think this is going to be good. Hopefully. Shadebound, Greaves, Treads, Vest. The Veiled Augment rings are going in. And Umbra Hides there. The Shade... Now, interestingly, these are below my minimum price. Still a 5,000 profit. My minimum price is telling me 6,000. So I'm going to have to adjust my group for those. But these ones going on for a reasonable price. I mean, there's a bit of a difference there between 15,000 and 8,000 for a Waste and a Greave. So someone's, I think, definitely hitting the market a little bit hard there. I'll put those Umbrahide Gauntlets on anyway. So that's something on. We'll adjust that group a little bit more over the next couple of days. And I'll just get that tidied up. And I'll set that as another thing for patrons as well. I'll redo my groups ready for Monday, I think. So another thing to do. Add that into my list, certainly. Reached 18, so yeah, unlocked elite PvP set, killed 7 bosses on normal with your guild, made some gold with gathering and your cards. Very nice, very productive, definitely. Yeah. Right, I'm going to finish up there. Thank you everyone for such an awesome stream. I'll leave you to go to whichever Race the World first person you'd like to go to. Obviously that's all happening at the moment, so good luck to Echo. I hope you get it. Good luck to all the guilds involved. It's been absolutely amazing to watch the whole Race to World First. I'll finish up there. Thank you all for hanging out on the stream tonight. It was absolutely wonderful. It's a bit sweltering here, so I'm going to have to open the windows and hopefully cool down. Until next time, happy gold making, and I'll see you very soon.